Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with A Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Geres, and I'm so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe down below, because this helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 75. The light has come. We've been talking about the light for several days. In lesson 61, we learned that all of us are the light of the world. Who we are is pure love, pure energy, and pure light. In lesson 63, we learned that the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Day by day, we have come to see that we are the light of the world, and we bring God's love and God's light into the world through our forgiveness. Today we are told that the light has come. Let's read today's lesson. The light has come. You are healed and you can heal. The light has come. You are saved and you can save. You are at peace and bring peace. Darkness and turmoil and death have disappeared. The light has come. Let's talk about it. Do you have any trouble accepting that you are the light and you have come to bring God's message of love and light to the world? When we walk into a dark room, we instinctively know to go and turn on the light. The same thing is true for us, my friends. Anytime that we are stumbling around in the dark of the ego, we simply stop. We go inside, we come back to God, and we turn on the light. This is where the healing is. This is where the love is. This is where the peace is. Let's keep reading. Today we celebrate the happy ending to your long dream of disaster. There are no dark dreams now. The light has come. Today, the time of light begins for you and everyone. It is a new era in which a new world is born. The old one has left no trace upon it in its passing. Today we see a different world because the light has come. I love how today's idea is repeated over and over again throughout the lesson. Jesus is really wanting to emphasize this idea in our minds, to cement that the light has been with us since the beginning of time, and it will be with us through all eternity. These lessons have brought us along as we are more and more accepting this as being true for ourselves. The light has come. It is a new era in which a new world is born. This new world is born through you and me as we take God's message of love out into the world. The light has come. The light has come. Yay! We see a different world because we are learning to look through the eyes of love instead of the eyes of the ego. Let's keep reading. Our exercises for today will be happy ones, in which we offer thanks for the passing of the old and the beginning of the new. No shadows from the past remain to darken our sight and hide the world forgiveness offers us. Today we will accept the new world as what we want to see. We will be given what we desire. We will to see the light. The light has come. Let's talk about it. Do you want this light more than anything else? These lessons tell us that when we want God's gifts more than anything, we are guaranteed to get them. Do you will for the light to come, my friend? Think about this when you do your practices today. Let's keep reading. Our longer practice periods will be devoted to looking at the world that our forgiveness shows us. This is what we want to see, and only this. Our single purpose makes our goal inevitable. Today, the real world rises before us in gladness to be seen at last. Sight is given us now that the light has come. Is there anyone or anything that you need to forgive today? Anytime that we're stuck in a grievance, we know that we're caught up in the thinking of the ego. The Course tells us that the ego speaks first and the ego speaks loudest. This is how most of the world thinks. Most of the world is caught up in the busyness of the day, trying to get things done, and thinking about what somebody else said or somebody else did, or maybe what we said or we did that we wish that we hadn't. This is the thinking of the ego. Unless we recognize it, we cannot change it. The first step is to go, oh my gosh, I'm caught up in ego thoughts. Let me forgive myself for being caught up in this kind of thinking. Let me forgive whoever I'm thinking about. Let me forgive whatever situation is bothering me. When I do that, then I am able to truly come to the light. The light in me is going to shine forth because I have done my forgiveness work. If you're struggling with anything at all today, I encourage you to write it down, share it with a trusted friend, ask God to relieve you of whatever is bothering you, and God will take care of it. You can trust Him, my friends. He always comes through. Let's keep reading. We do not want to see the ego's shadow on the world today. We see the light, and in it we see heaven's reflection lie across the world. Begin the longer practice periods by telling yourself the glad tidings of your release. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Dwell not on the past today. Keep a completely open mind, washed of all past ideas and clean of every concept you have made. You have forgiven the world today. You can look upon it now as if you never saw it before. You do not know yet what it looks like. You merely wait to have it shown to you. While you wait, repeat several times, slowly and in complete patience, the light has come. I have forgiven the world. We'll talk about our practice sessions at the end of today's lesson. But for now, there are some great things in here that we want to talk about. Pay attention to how you're feeling today. Anytime that you're upset for any reason at all, this is a sure sign that the ego's shadow has fallen on the world. And when that shadow has fallen on the world, our perception is going to be that we are seeing problems everywhere. The ego's shadow cannot fall on a forgiven mind. When we come over to the love and the light of God, then there is no shadow. We only see love. We only see joy. We only see peace. When we do our practices today, we want to have a clean mind. We want to be completely clear of anything that is worrying us, bothering us, upsetting us for any reason. We want to open our minds and be free of anything that might be troubling us. We can let it go. We can give it to God. We want to ask God to completely open our minds and to wash it clean of all past ideas and of every concept that we have ever made. When we do this, we're going to look upon the world with brand new eyes. We're going to see the world with Christ vision, fully forgiven, fully loved, fully accepted, and fully at peace. Let's keep reading. Realize that your forgiveness entitles you to vision. Understand that the Holy Spirit never fails to give the gift of sight to the forgiving. Believe He will not fail you now. You have forgiven the world. He will be with you as you watch and wait. He will show you what true vision sees. It is His will, and you have joined with Him. Wait patiently for Him. He will be there. The light has come. You have forgiven the world. Let's talk about it. Having a resentment against anyone is like looking at the world through dirty glasses. The problem is that if we don't know that our glasses are dirty, we can't do anything about it. A Course in Miracles is helping us to see that that is the problem. Our perception is false. We're seeing things that are not true. We're seeing the world through dirty glasses. Let's take these glasses off. Let's see the world with Christ vision. When we see a world truly forgiven, we are at peace. We are accepting God's gifts. I invite you to come with open hands and an open heart today. Let's keep reading. Tell Him you cannot fail because you trust in Him, and tell yourself you wait in certainty to look upon the world He promised you. From this time forth, you will see differently. Today, the light has come, and you will see the world that has been promised you since time began, and which is the end of time ensured. Let's talk about it. In our practice periods, we're going to tell God that we cannot fail because we trust in Him. If you have any difficulty trusting God, once again, this is an invitation to write it down, share it with a trusted friend, and ask God to show you that you can trust Him Absolutely. Test Him. He will not let you down. In our practice period, we're going to tell ourselves with certainty that we are going to look upon the world that God has promised us. Can you even imagine? I am so blessed to live in such a beautiful spot where it truly is beautiful. Everywhere I look, I see happy people enjoying paradise. But the truth is that paradise is inside of us, and we can find paradise anywhere in the world. Let us wait in certainty to look upon the world that God has promised us. When we do that, we will never see the world the same. We are going to see the world through forgiven eyes, through eyes of love. Let's keep reading. The shorter practice periods, too, will be joyful reminders of your release. Remind yourself every quarter of an hour or so that today is a time for a special celebration. Give thanks for mercy and the love of God. Rejoice in the power of forgiveness to heal your sight completely. Be confident that on this day there is a new beginning. Without the darkness of the past upon your eyes, you cannot fail to see today, and what will be so welcome that you will gladly extend today forever. Say then, the light has come. I have forgiven the world. Should you be tempted, say to anyone who seems to pull you back into darkness, say, the light has come. I have forgiven you. Let's talk about it. This is such a joyous reading. I would encourage you to reread this section often throughout the day, where it says, every one of our shorter practice periods is going to be a joyful reminder that we have forgiven the world. We have forgiven everyone and everything, especially ourselves. When we have done that, we cannot help but have our hearts just well with so much joy that we can hardly contain it. And this joy is what we're going to share with everyone that we meet today. Let's finish the reading. We dedicate this day to serenity in which God would have you be. Keep it in your awareness of yourself and see it everywhere today as we celebrate the beginning of your vision and the sight of the real world, which has come to replace the unforgiven world you thought was real. I just love this lesson. If we read it over and over again for the rest of our lives, it would be life-changing. Every single time that we recognize we're off track, we're grumpy, we're not feeling okay, we can stop. We can bring ourselves back to the love of God. We can forgive whatever we need to forgive. We can let it go. It doesn't matter. The world of the ego is all an illusion. We're going to dedicate this day and every day to the serenity which God promises us when we practice forgiveness. For our practice sessions today, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, we are asked to read or listen to the entire lesson and then sit in a quiet meditation. I'm going to just read little pieces of today's lesson to guide us through our meditation. If you would like to take a deep breath and close your eyes, we start this practice period by telling ourselves the glad tidings of our release. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. I will not dwell on the past today. I will keep a completely open mind, wash of all past ideas, and clean of every concept I have made. I have forgiven the world today. I can look upon it now as I have never seen it before. I will wait for you to show it to me, God. As I wait, we start this practice period by telling ourselves the glad tidings of our release. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. I realize that my forgiveness entitles me to vision. I understand that the Holy Spirit never fails to give His sight to the forgiving. Holy Spirit, I know that you will not fail me now. I have forgiven the world. Be with me, Holy Spirit, as I watch and wait. Show me what true vision sees as I wait patiently for you. You are with me now and always. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. I know I cannot fail because I trust in you. I wait in certainty to look upon the world that you have promised me. You promise me that from this time forth I will see differently. Today the light has come, and I will see the world that you have promised me since time began, and in which time is ensured throughout all of eternity. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. If you would like to continue to sit in your meditation, you can turn the video off here and come back to it when you want to finish today's lesson. For our shorter practice periods today, we are asked to schedule in every quarter of an hour. I would encourage you to put that into your phone or into your watch so that you're sure to remember. When this alarm goes off, let this be a joyful reminder of today's idea. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Simply take a minute or two and rejoice that you are learning to see the world with brand new eyes. If we're upset with another person, place, thing, or situation, we simply want to say, the light has come. I have forgiven you, blank. You put the person's name in there. Or you can say, I have forgiven this situation. Use today's idea. You will find it brings you instant happiness, peace, and joy. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love. Tell someone about these videos. Encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do 1 lesson a day. Are you ready for our special treat?
Sanctuario de Apollo, and very interesting. There's Brycey over there taking some pictures.
The light has come. I have forgiven the world. Have a joyous day full of light, my friends. I love you.